Michael, what do you think is going to happen first? The Fed stops hiking rates, or the Bank of Japan walks away from yield curve
I think for now the Fed's done a lot of the heavy lifting for that currency pair, and the Bank of Japan's been largely anchored in its mood and posture. So, and I don't think that's going to change that dynamic. We'll see that through to April, to the end of Kuroda's tenure, and that leaves it up to the Fed. Now, what they do. Everyone's so keen to bet on the pivot, and they've had their hearts broken a few times. So you can see, like even last night's data, the reaction function of the market, might could be a little bit overstated, really, to that ISM print. So, the market could, .N could go up a little bit first, but eventually this time not this time next year, say March, you can really see those bets ratchet up, and the dynamic, of the two items, the bigger dynamic would be the Fed. Would be the Bank of Japan departing from its policy and starting, talk about hiking and all that sort of stuff. Speaking to a few of the Japanese banks, additional to the people we spoke to in those that story, I think that we could see dollar yen down near 115 as the rug gets pulled. And carry trade gets thrown well out the window, and we could see a bit of a violent reaction when it starts to really hit home, say April, May.
What are the global implications of a stronger yen?
Oh well, it hits the first person, or the first people it hits are the Toyotas of the world and the Sonys. They, their bottom line, talking, multiple percent hits to their bottom line, I think, and that would probably touch Japan stocks a little bit, and then further around you would, probably see. Depending where other central banks are in their own, in their own policy delivery, they've either, for say the RBA, who is looking maybe towards the end of it, maybe indicating that later today, Aussie yen and all that sort of stuff could really take a hit. And I think that, it's more of an economic question, but it would actually be good for the world to see Japan, remove this, what do you call it, synthetic, implication over the market, and we get back to a more natural, free-flowing yen.